Hello,
3, 2,
hello.
1. Hi everyone. Hi guys.
Hello everyone. We are here. Can we start? Yeah,
I think so.
hello.
Someone already raised their hand.
Yeah.
Someone is ready to
Write down your questions. We will totally will answer all the questions in the end of the session. Hi everyone, glad to see you.
Hi.
Hello guys.
Hi.
Let me introduce our beautiful guests today, and please everyone who struggle with. So this interview, this broadcast will be in English because we are speaking with United States. Hello from everyone from Como, from Italy to everyone.
California. Hello, I'm from Palo Alto.
Hi, I'm from Los Angeles.
Okay, I can, yeah.
Someone has some sound troubles. Yeah, hi Chelsea. Yeah, guys, you totally can drop in the chat and we will talk about that later. Your name, where are you joining from? Because I see our beloved members. Yes. Hello.
Yeah. So guys, today we're speaking with the bosses of Wedding Vibes blog, which you know for sure because it's like so popular right now. And many photographers ask me so like a lot, should we participate in their membership and who are they and why we're all like so many people speak about them. And I would like to add some words personally from me because I know Daria, this is from like from the beginning of my career as a photographer, she helps me a lot. And a big part of my success in her hands. She knows a lot about photography. She knows a lot how to how to help photographer to grow. Because as you know, the PR and marketing strategy is vital for photographers. So Dasha, I told about you. And we'll also want to mention Alina, her right hand, or maybe there are similar partners, I don't know. She's also very important person here. Wet Vibes founders, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so flattered. I'm actually, yes, I'm blushed for such an introduction. Yeah, so we will tell a little bit more about ourselves. And yes, Alina is my partner, and today we're the owners of Advice. But yes, we like back with Roman, we go like I believe we worked together for like the last 10 years or something. I just recently went through the memory lane of our collaboration, so he knows me better than Alina. Yes, but we work together today. And yeah, congratulations to everyone who's joining us today. This specific lecture, we have worked on it specifically for the Romance course. But I can see here so many familiar faces. I can see here our members, our students. So welcome, guys. And congrats on working on your PR, because it is one of the most important parts of the marketing strategies, especially in the wedding industry. And today we will talk about our journey, our mission. We will introduce ourselves, and I will pass over to Alina. And if you didn't have the opportunity yet, please drop your name, your profession, like why you're here. We would love to get to know you better.
That's very true. So the question was if you should join the Vibe membership. We really want to make this session today short. So the answer is yes. Join us, and this is it. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. No, I'm kidding. Like, I have a very ridiculous sense of humor. All right. So my name is Alina. This is Daria once again, and we are the brains behind Wet Vibes. And I think that we can move to the next slide and basically to show our amazing pictures. And what we usually teach our clients, our students, to show up yourself and to show your personality. So, of course, we will walk the talk or practice what we preach. And we will share before we will dive into the world of PR and share with you some learnings and insights, what to do regarding your business. We totally want to tell you some parts of our story. So we actually met, and I think that almost 5 years ago in Los Angeles. We studied at UCLA in California. So I studied film business because back then I wanted to totally change my career. It didn't happen. I mean, it happened the other way around. And Daria, she was on the marketing classes. So we met, and we kind of from totally different background. We have not many things in common besides the way we run the business and the way we dream about that. So as Roman already introduced Daria, she's a proven on both continents marketing and wedding expert. She did wedding planners, planning, guys who are the wedding planners today. Also give us some kudos, put some comments in the chat, or just hit the reaction button. So she did it in the luxury upscale market in Europe and France and Italy. Also, she produced a lot of creative campaigns for the household brands. And today she inspires, she mixes all the digital wedding art and wedding trends into Wed Vibes aesthetics and the content, sellable and likable content, as I usually say, the Wed Vibes is known for.
Yeah, so like I love to say, this is the best day in my life whenever my partner is praising me. So let me pay it to her as well. So yeah, Wed Vibes was
Scratch
like,
my back. I scratch
I
yours.
will scratch your back as well. Yes. So yeah, as Roman mentioned before, so Wed Vibes was founded like 9 years ago in Europe, but it really took off when I met Alina and in California, and today we expanded it to the worldwide market. And yeah, because she's the biggest brand or like brains today behind our success, behind our brand, because like she actually did marketing. She was responsible for all of this strategies for the brands that I'm sure you love from your childhood, like Nutella, Ferrero Rocher, and Kit Kat. And she was the one who actually pointed out that as a marketing experts, we're actually not just about the PR publications, all of this beautiful aesthetics, but we can actually convert clients' needs into the profits, meaning you guys. And it helped us, and we will tell you a little bit more about us. It helped us to monetize the wedding for professionals talents, which we proudly do today.
Yeah, that's right. So let's look into main highlights, what we accomplished for Wed Vibes when we combined our knowledge, expertise, and ambitions. And actually today we became the fastest growing wedding media on the global market. So we grew to 172,000 followers, and as we speak, it's growing. The number of our Wed Vibes enthusiasts is growing every minute. And it's not only actually the number of the audience. What we really pride about, that our audience is smart, elegant, and they're really engaged with our content. We have like several millions views every day our post reach. And those people really trust our recommendation and our choices. Also, we partnered with amazing household brands such as Jo Malone and Tiffany, and Wed Vibes editorials. Let me know, guys. Again, put some reactions or put it in the chat if you ever heard about Wed Vibes editorial or even participated in them. I believe some of you did and have a chance to join us.
I know Roman did. I know Roman.
Yeah, and not only oh, amazing, Taylor. Hi. So not only we create our unique Wed Vibes content and no one else does it on the market, but also we actually do it in the top tier venues. It is a dream location and locations, and you name them. It's Villa Balbiana in Italy. It's Plaza Athénée in Paris. It's Chateau de Villers in France, and many others. And we really honored to run our editorials in these iconic venues. And talking about PR, by the way, and our efforts that we put to make this project, this media known, our editorial video made it to Times Square. And actually this video is from the last year, right, 2023. But just a week ago, another video with Villa Balbiana shoot was broadcasted on Times Square
During
the fashion week, New York Bridal Fashion Week. So this is something that we celebrated hard, and this is something that we're thrilled to share. So besides the job we do for Wed Vibes, and I believe some of you may be a little bit confused that like, all right, girls, you do a great job developing the wedding magazine, but what about wedding professionals and how you can relate to all the marketing tools we use for media? We actually help a lot of wedding talents to convert the talent and the skills into money And Roman is a great example, right? Who met Daria 10 years ago and now he's thriving. Of course, due to multiple efforts, but yeah, Daria made some contribution into that. So just last year, we put around $1 million into the bank account of our clients. And yeah, and thank you. Someone is jumping, please follow my speech.
It's me. It's me.
It's me, Daria.
Yeah, I'm so
Stop
sorry.
jumping. You're confusing me. All right, and you can move on.
Okay.
Yeah, and we marketed top industry players because, we are adults and we have a very extensive career on the wedding market. So we had some time to really make people successful throughout 10 years career. And what else, Daria? And also the great point about our experience and why I'm thrilled to have today, besides photographers, also other professions like planners, because we do wedding media, right? And as a marketing people, we actually help all kinds of professionals in the wedding industry. We have a 360 experience. What it basically means that we know the struggles and the insights, which is relevant to each profession, and we kind of blend it and mix together to make contributive for everyone to grow, and at the end of the day to become known and successful. Yeah, and with that, let's just move on our mission as the Wed Vibes, and we can slowly move to the main topic of the day-to-day talk about PR.
Yeah, we're slowly moving to the PR part, like the main part of our lecture. Yeah, but just once again, as a wedding planner, myself, I did found this project 9 years ago, almost 10 years ago, with a bold mission in mind, and I really wanted to help wedding professionals to earn some money, because I used to call myself the devil's advocate. So whenever I wanted to sell someone who I really deeply loved and believe in their talent to my clients, and but I saw so many people, so many talents who didn't have social media, didn't have website, didn't know how to pitch themselves. So yeah, this is the idea. We consider Wed Vibes as a hub connecting couples to wedding professionals, and we discover and showcase incredible talents like you guys to the world and help you grow your business, be noticed, and attract dream couples. Because once again, as a storefront, you know us as a media, we publish all of this beautiful, entertaining, educational content. But in the end of the day, in the background now, in the back end, you know that today you found out, many of you, that we actually are the marketing professionals and we know what we're doing. And it's the marketing strategy, and this is the hard work of 20 people in our team today of actually raising like our success and success of our clients. And we are moving on, and now I really need your attention. So who knows about this recent case? So let me maybe just dive in and tell you a little bit of the backstory. So what happened the one day, the followers of the famous singer Billie Eilish found out that they actually got into her close friends, the story thing. So whenever you see this, like the green circle in an avatar, and so many people opened the story and they were so honored that they actually got into her close friends. Many people thought this is a mistake. Who maybe heard about this? Maybe like read it in the news. No, it just happened like last week, and it made all the news in the United States. No, nobody. Just drop me a hint, or like the heart or the plus, whatever.
Taylor said that it's brilliant. It actually is. That is why we start a lesson with this case, with this example. This is a brilliant marketing example.
Yeah. So, okay, nobody heard about it. Okay, let me tell you a little bit. Super smart. Yeah, you didn't hear about it. Okay, so what happened? So Billie Eilish right now, she works on a new album. And so her marketing team decided to do that. It's just super obvious, like it usually happens with every marketing strategy, what we see in the news. We kind of think, okay, this is super obvious, but nobody did it before her. So what they did, she had, I believe it was like 160 million followers. So they added every one of her followers to the close circle, the close friends. So everyone saw it and they thought that like, they super special. So it actually created all of these memes like, okay, how I feel myself, and I see myself like an Instagram, in Billie Eilish Instagram close friend. Some people joke that I will put it on my CV and my resume that I'm close friends with Billie Eilish. And yeah, it was like, and it broadcasted all over the news. She set the record because she gained 6 million new followers in one day, and she broke the record because so many people wanted to feel like to have this feeling too. Yeah, like me feeling special because Billie Eilish just added me to the close friends. So the moral of the story here is like everyone wants to be close to the celebrity. It wouldn't happen with me, for example. Maybe with Roman, because he works on his personal brand a lot. Me, not so much. For like the last year, I was kind of underground. We worked on the Bad Vibes so hard. Maybe it would happen with Bad Vibes account if we would do the same thing. But he said, yeah, here's the moral of the story. Everyone wants to be close to celebrity. And so today we will talk about PR from the angle that you want to be celebrity. You want to be the creative partners for your clients. Because if we talk about upscale market, and everyone wants to work in the upscale and luxury market, I would say we want our clients to consider us creative partners, to be equal, to be celebrity for them. Moving on.
Yeah, and basically, yeah, we will talk about, and we already talking about PR and marketing, and we know from our experience that in most cases, and guys, also let me know your opinion, it's kind of feels very uncomfortable area for you, because you can be a great photographer and you invest a lot of time, money, efforts, and taking courses and nailing your skills as a professional, right? Doing the better photography. But when it comes to self-promotion, to marketing, it feels braggy. It feels that it's definitely not your strong muscle, and you can be confused and lost. So give me your feedback if it does feel like that, or you're kind of cool with marketing and maybe even, make it very powerful tool for you. Just use the chat, give me the feedback. So no
I
one
think you
in the
never
chat.
be
Not easy to.
before
Thank you,
over.
Tatiana. You helped me a lot with my logic. So yeah,
I
that
think
is
someone wanted to say something. You wanted to add something?
Just want to say that, like, some philosophical thing that it's not possible to be, while you work as a photographer, you need to invest your time in photography, and it's not, I mean, how it's possible to be like okay with marketing? It's the sphere is changing always, and it's just not possible to be good in that case. So I'm in the first row who say that I'm struggling with marketing. Absolutely, yes, and always.
And many of artists do, because let's be honest, of course your main product is a photography, how good you professional. This is totally something where it starts, and then to become known, to make more money, on top of that you should do marketing. And sometimes it's really hard to do both, but we usually say that it's like riding a bike, right? And you work on your professional skills and then you work on your brand. It's always like mutually growing and helping. So, but we are on a mission to, not only today, but Daria and me, on the mission to make marketing easy for you and applicable. And every time I try to explain what is marketing means, and PR is part of that in easy words. It's basically client understanding. So when you know what your clients want, and you can step into the shoes and give them what they need, and maybe sometimes even exceed their expectations, this is how you convert their needs into your profit. This is the easy way to think about marketing, right? And let's take a step into the client world. And from being egocentric, meaning I have to sell my services, I want to increase my prices, I want to work in Italy and France, and I want to work with upscale couples. Let's face our clients and be client-centric. For that, let's look into the client's journey, right? Because we always say that wedding is a very stressful job for the couples to find the right vendor or the creative partner, right? It's a lifetime experience. The stakes are really high. There is a no trial product, no trial period. They have to make a decision, and it's really hard. So they're like under stress. what is the journey? First of all, for you to be like to make a deal and to book the client, they should know about you. They need to be aware of you, right? Then they, let's say they know about you, and then they think if they like you or not. I usually say, let's say Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, everyone knows about Coca-Cola. The brand awareness is 99.9%, but not everyone likes it, right? So there is a job to be done that once they know you, they like you. And this is everything we do with the PR and content. And then if they like you, they inquire you. When they inquire you, there is a lot, like a huge job to be done in communication and crafting the price list, in leading the communication and understanding what they want. And if everything goes all right, they book you. And when they book you, you again have to work hard with delivering the product, with working hard on preparation to make them become your ambassadors and recommend you. So know about you, consider, inquire, book, recommend. And if we will narrow down this funnel to PR, basically PR sits in every step, right? It helps to drive your awareness because your couples can read about you in the magazine, they can see the post on Bad Vibes, etc. And we will talk about that. Also, even if you've been recommended to them and they look into your website or they look into Instagram and they see on your page some features in other magazines, it kind of gives you a credit and it increases the likability, right? They think, all right, like this photographer, somewhat what I like, and they see that he or her have been published, so I even like him or her better. Then they inquire you, and in your communication and making them believe you that you're the best vendor for them, you can also in communication bring up some amazing publications that you had. It's also PR helps in this funnel of inquire and book you, and recommend, of course, if this exact couple has been published with you somewhere like on Bad Vibes, it also gives the credit. So basically, in a nutshell, PR influences each step in the funnel, in the promotion funnel of your tools. And let's look into details.
Yeah, so I believe it's not gonna be like the huge news for you guys, you know about this, but yeah, let's dive in and maybe just tell step by step. We'll talk about it once more. So once again, why PR works, why all of this publication work, why all of this award works, top lists and etc. First of all, it boosts your status and recognition. So yeah, like Alina mentioned, whenever a client will they find you and they just take a look from a helicopter view at your feed or maybe at your website, of course it's important if they will see all of this logos like, oh, hey, I've been published in Vogue, I've been published in Tatler magazine, in the Bad Vibes, in the Carrots and Cakes, Tell Me Pretty, etc., etc. Of course, it will influence their decision. It will make them confident in their choice, meaning, and we always talk about it, if we want to work in upscale and luxury market, these clients, these couples, or maybe their parents, I mean, it doesn't matter who actually pays for the wedding, but it's really important for them. They have this hidden agenda. These people who spend thousands and like hundreds of thousands of dollars, they never do that, like do organize all of these beautiful events just for themselves. Otherwise, they will just go to the city hall and they will get the marriage license. That's it. They will have like the elopement or something. They spend all of this money. They fly people from the United States to the Italy or to France. They want to impress. And like the hidden agenda is they want this wedding to be published. They want to be recognized. They want to be trendsetters, maybe in their like close circle friends or maybe on Instagram. And of course this helps them because like whenever they see, it's not only about like it's like going to the doctor's office and see all of these beautiful diplomas on a wall. So it gives them the confidence of their choice, plus it gives them the understanding, the idea that their wedding could be also published somewhere like in a Vogue or Bad Vibes or Forbes. It doesn't matter, right? So it gives me the idea as a client that, okay, I can be famous also. I can be a celebrity. I can be the influencer, the opinion leader. So we know why PR matters. We know why we need to concentrate on it. And we as a media constantly getting all of these messages, all of these emails from the brides. And like you can see here, we specifically highlighted one of these messages from one of the couples that they really want to be featured on our platform. They really like it would be a dream come true for us. It would give us the opportunity to inspire other couples planning their wedding. I mean, of course, they want to shine. Of course, yes, it will help the clients, but the hidden agenda here is like, okay, I want to be like the celebrity. I want to be published. I want to share it with my friends, with my family. Because like for many of these people, it's like the wedding publication is actually the only one opportunity to be published somewhere. Maybe they just work like in corporate job and like they will never, otherwise they will never be published here, right? And we know even the cases with some of the brands who specifically actually created the Instagram page or like TikTok page just to walk through the process of the planning the wedding, just to become this kind of the opinion leader, the celebrity through their wedding. So they use it as a slide to become an influencer, their wedding, because like it's super easy for them.
Yeah, but then it comes to the reality, right? We know that why PR works. We're aware of that. We know that our brides want their wedding to be published. But when it comes to the wedding media, there is still not that many wedding media, honestly. And as being owners of the wedding media, which is growing, we can tell that the demand from wedding professionals is higher than supply, than our opportunity to publish everyone. Again, if you think about Instagram and social media, they actually elevated the entire level of aesthetics in so many industries. And of course, it affected wedding industry as well. So many people want their wedding to be published on the one hand, and so many wedding professionals can promote themselves on the other hand. But actually, altogether, like every wedding should be published. It's not just the memories anymore, right? Do you follow me? So basically, that's why we have a lot of inquiries from wedding professionals and even brides like, hey, this is amazing wedding. Can you publish that? Because it's stunning. It's so special. It should like, hit the many eyeballs, like as much as eyeballs as possible. And yeah, there is still some kind of golden rules how you can make or inspire the wedding magazine to publish you and basically to make it possible to reach your goal. First of all, identify the right outlet, meaning that every wedding magazine, if they do their job right, they have their own style. If you look in the Wed Vibes, we mostly focus on these upscale, smart, elegant couples with this European fashion-forward style. There is like more boho, like if you think about Junebug, for example, they totally different aesthetics. So choose yours. And it doesn't mean that you should just, push hard all your imagery to like as many blogs as possible. Maybe it was a relevant strategy 10 years ago, but when we talk about established professionals, you'd better narrow down the best choices for you, right? The right blogs for you, for the style, for the aesthetics, and also target audience. And there is some job to be done to do the research, to make the list, and to narrow it down. Then there is another step, look into their submission rules, because again, the strong wedding blogs, the strong wedding magazines, you normally have the media kit and they normally have some guidance for you how to approach them in the best way. Because sometimes, and it actually happens often, that people say, oh, I love this wedding magazine, and I reach them out, but they never got back to me. This is it. All right, guys, look into their website, reach them out a couple times. There is sometimes a submission button on the website. There is sometimes an email. There is like several options to be like how you can reach out to them and also how you can craft yourself. Number 3 is, of course, give first approach. What do we mean? It is give value and give first approach. What do we mean? So basically, if you establish photographer, you can already start mentioning this wedding magazine on your page. You can already recommend it to your professional community, to your followers. and let's say advertise this. And basically it also some kind of make you to be noticed, because there are always people behind each media. Even like I work for Nestle and I work for all these world-known brands. And if you think about them, all these huge brands, no, this is basically people behind everything. There are people. So in the wedding magazine, there is a content team. So if you keep doing a good job and praising the media, or even recommending some of the services to your audience, it is the give first approach, right? You come with an idea, you come how you can help this media to contribute from your audience, rather than, hey, this is an amazing portfolio, can you feature me? Which can also be relevant, but you can also make an extra mile, right? To be smarter than others, not to wait in line. And also it can be give value. Talking from our experience, we never encourage anyone to give value, but it's always like, let's say, once I step in the shoes of the wedding magazine owner, I kind of really feel that those who make an extra mile in communication with us and our team, they always stand out. It doesn't mean that, guys, let's send us picture, some presents. Not really. It sometimes they say like, hey, there is an amazing event happening in California, a wedding industry event or like workshop happening in California, and I can hook you up with them because I believe it's really good event for you to join. So if you come to the wedding media with some opportunities and you put something on the table, it is always, let's say, one more credit for you to be considered, at least to look into your portfolio. And then, I mean, let's be honest, we have an amazing community, and right now we don't even accept new members. So it's not me selling our wedding blog. If you think about Carrots and Cake, Junebug, whatever, like, I don't know, Brides and others, and Elaine, whatever you feel the most, relevant to you, look into how you can help them grow and how they can contribute from having you in their community. It never hurts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And altogether, this is how you can expedite the chances to be featured, and also build you build connection with planners, you build connection with industry players, and this is the same approach. You can build connections with the wedding magazine, right? They will remember, you will be top of mind for them, and they will also welcome like some extra featuring for you, at least in their Instagram stories, or at least like on the website. It always works.
Yeah.
So do you have questions so far? Because I see that our chat kind of silent. Doesn't make sense. So maybe you're on jogging or like walking with a dog. Please give us a feedback, because I love Zoom events because everyone can join from different parts of the world. At the same time, as a speaker, I need your feedback.
Yeah, it feels lonely sometimes when
It feels lonely, yeah.
Yeah, and I will just, while you're doing this, I will elaborate. So in terms of the media, yeah, the give first approach, always welcomed. We have amazing professionals who reached out and they offered, I don't know, to shoot the bridal fashion week for us, and it's happening all around the world, in Barcelona, in Milan, in New York, for example. They offered us, for example, some partnerships, like, okay, I have this connections with this venue or with this brand, maybe you would be interested. And like, because we know, they know that we organize the editorial all around the world. And the text always valued, because we keep getting, like, every day we have like tens and hundreds of the beautiful photo submissions, and the text is always missing. And our creative team, our content team, they work hard to create all of these beautiful stories for these photos. So if you will share some expertise, it's always valued over the photo. It's always preferred over the photos. Yes.
I have a question about it, because sometimes I'm struggling with publishing, because like I sent to the couple bunch of questions and they are like freaked out by it. It's too much for them. And I also, what do you think? How to like solve this? Because sometimes it's some blogs have it's a lots of questions. What to do? How to encourage your clients to give you that feedback? Maybe you have some ideas.
I mean, I would say, and Alina will elaborate. So I think there's like the several ways. Like back then that I used to be the wedding planner, I used to do this like some sort of competition between my clients. I would say, oh, you know, like this couple, like this wedding, we just publish it in a magazine, and I would put it in my office and I would say, this is so hot. They just on the cover of this magazine. And my other clients would become jealous and they would say, okay, I want to do it as well. And I would say, okay, maybe we can do something. Maybe we can work on a story, or if we are just in the middle of the planning the wedding, maybe we can do something that will give you more chances to be on the cover of the magazine. Maybe we can work about some sort of creative strategy. So I would maybe elaborate. I would talk about my other clients, and if your client they do not want to participate in all of this because it's frustrating to write it down, maybe you can record an audio, and with the help of the famous ChatGPT, you can decipher it into the text, because audio is always preferable. No one wants to spend their money and like not money, I'm sorry, time to actually. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, but they can, easily they can record an audio like for a couple of minutes and tell you, but oh yeah, it was amazing. My Lake Como wedding, it was like, I don't know. We don't need much. We need just something to hook our readers up. We need the story, and the photos are not enough. The videos are not enough. We need a story. Yeah. So yeah, let's move on, and I can see some. Like,
before we move on, I also have another comment to build on. So competition really works, and I think that if you circle back to your client and say, you know what, like there is 2 weddings that can be published in this specific blog, and out of them I've chosen you, it kind of prompt them, all right, like if you don't want, all right, I will move on with Emily's one. But like, dear Caroline, I really believe that yours like a little bit more like better fit. And the job we did together with you, I think that it should be featured. So inspire them, because I usually say it will be maybe a little bit off top, but I believe that it's going to be insightful. In many cases, artists hate marketing because they say, I'm so talented, I don't want to sell my job. I'm not a salesman, I'm not a salesperson. But at the end of the day, we all salesperson, because we even sell to our partner, meaning to the girlfriend or boyfriend, the restaurant we want to go together, right? And if they don't want, you say, no, this restaurant is so amazing because they have oysters you love so much. Or if you have kids and the kids don't want to eat spinach, you always say, you know, the spinach is so delicious, we will put them in the cake and it will be so cool and delicious. So we basically sell every day. We just don't want to call it sales. What I'm trying to say, you also can sell this to your couple, creating competition, showcasing all the beautiful, you know, benefits of being featured and how they shined and praise. And I mean, you just kind of think about that inspiring selling. If you sell it, they will be more than happy to craft their story and to give you some feedback and answer the questions in the best positive way, and maybe sometimes to put this texture, because we need texture, right? And talking about value, I would love to say that even for photographers, it's not only pictures that can be posted. It can be some tips about posing, about how to prepare for the wedding day, about how to breathe 5 minutes before, you know. So value, it's not only for the blog, but also for the audience, because we really like our job, to be honest, to grow our audience and to please our audience. Let's say it is brides, and we call them wedding enthusiasts. Someone who is not bride, but every girl dreaming of being bride someday, right? So they follow us, they love aesthetics, and they love some value, some like exciting content that we create for them. So think about, and we really work hard to grow audience and to keep them engaged. So if you can give to the media some engaging piece of content besides just beautiful pictures, and let's be honest, there are a lot of beautiful pictures on Instagram, right? Just build on, craft it as some value for the audience, you definitely will be top choice to be published. Yeah, think about that. All right, and now let's move on.
Yeah, I also love this comment from Scott. So people live in the moment, but so before the wedding, everyone would be more than happy to tell their wedding planning story. It's difficult to ask them to do it, after the wedding. So, and I totally agree with this point. You can work on it during the preparation, and maybe just add some of the emotions like right after the wedding. But the timing is really important here.
Matters. Yeah.
Yeah.
It matters.
Okay, so you got the publication. You got featured. Finally, yes, the publication on Bad Vibes for, I don't know, brides is now live. What happens after that? Oops, sorry. Yeah.
Hello. What do I do? I what? Wait, sorry. What do I do?
I'm sorry, what did I do? And what happens right after that? So you got featured in Vogue. All Bad Vibes. And the question like we as a marketing experts get a lot from our clients is like, okay, I got featured in Vogue, guys, or like in your blog in Bad Vibes, and nothing happened. Nothing. No, like no one called. Hollywood didn't call. The Kardashian family didn't call for their like I don't know, the vow renewal party, or like I don't know, Justin Bieber didn't call for the celebration. Nothing happens, and because it's really important to actually control your own narrative and do not be dependent on someone else's. And we will tell you more about this.
Hello.
Sorry, is going away from me.
Yeah, so we call it praise yourself. I see that there is someone, Miranda, you raised your hand. Yeah, we will have a Q&A session. So yeah, make a note on your question and we totally get there. Praise yourself. What I wanted to say, let me think about it. Oh, okay. So yeah, the most important job that should be done by you in your blog to tell your audience that you have been featured, right? Because maybe like your publication in Vogue, like this size normally of the picture, it doesn't really, I mean, it won't bring you leads. Let's be honest. Like I'm a Slavic girl, I'm very straightforward. It won't change your reality. But what will change your reality, how extensive you will tell about this publication in Vogue to your audience. Right. And I think that even Roman crafted this skill and he does an amazing job in that. So, and let's talk a little bit about praising yourself and your blog, even through PR lens, right? Every couple wants to work with the best. We know that, especially when we talk about upscale market. It's not just, oh, right, we will spend $100,000 into wedding and we just need someone random, just any photographer works for us. No, they want the best, right? We totally understand that. So there is a rule. It starts with you. If you don't praise yourself and celebrate your success, meaning that if you have been published somewhere, if you won't mention that multiple times on your blog, meaning on your Instagram account, in most cases, why others should? Why your couples have to sit and think how cool you are? Like you should first start praising yourself and celebrate your success. And there is a rule. I know that it sounds like braggy and it feels uncomfortable, and I saw some comments in the chat that it really does. I know that. So let's be more excited than braggy, and let's say be humble about how grateful we are and how excited for this moment to happen in your life. And this or that blog featured my job and this amazing wedding. And I think that what helps even me and even us in doing this praise exercise, not in front of the mirror, I'm telling you, on Instagram page publicly, right? Treat it as a gratitude journal, basically thinking and what's happening every day through the lens, what can I share in a positive way as a small achievement? It's something I want to celebrate on professional perspective, right? So, and the awards and publications is of course top of mind, and talking about publication in the wedding media or in any media, actually, it can be lifestyle media, talking about the wedding, of course, mention that multiple times, because in many cases, you're super excited exactly to the point when the couple is preparing for the wedding, they're like super open and they want to chat about that forever. But once it's done, it's in the books. It's the same for you guys. Once you got published, you kind of, wow, I'm super excited. I will craft a post, a reel and stories, but 2 months passed later, you said, it was 2 months ago. I have nothing to share on my Instagram. I have no content. It's in the books. What's next? So no, you remember this bicycle.
Once published, always published.
Keep
Yeah.
bringing it up. Like, all right, there is an anniversary of my wedding has been published. I'm maybe a little bit like exaggerating, but really, even for you, because we all egocentric and everyone is egocentric. No one look into Instagram as many times as you do. No one watch your stories as many times as you watch them, because normally you post your stories and you watch them every hour. Like, how amazing storytell you crafted. Oh my God. Like, what my ex-girlfriend think about my storytell. Oh my God, she must be like really crying to tears. When my competitors think, like, we do it all the time, but our couples, hopefully they look into our Instagram once a month, right? Maybe not. So if you have your work published, think about others. They don't look into Instagram every day, especially these couples, they're newborns, they just got engaged and start looking for the wedding photographer or wedding planner. And someone recommended it you. And they looked on your Instagram and they're not gonna scroll down like for 12 posts looking in your publications. No, keep it always on top of your feed, in stories, everywhere, right? Please, guys, it's your asset. You have multiple assets, but be sure that you keep circling back to that. Besides that, it's every day something happening. Someone, like, besides the PR, since we are marketing experts, we a little bit give always extended information. So besides the publications, you can even do the screenshot of the review or kind words you've got from your couples and post it and repost it again. All right, does it make sense? Give me some, there is a reaction button right in the middle of the toolbar. You can click some reactions if it makes sense, or put something in the chat.
I
All
give
right.
you amazing questions. We will talk about it soon. We yeah.
Yeah,
Let's-
we will.
let's-
Make a note on your questions, and we will totally cover them in the end of the lesson.
Okay, let's watch our
Let's
favorite
watch Snoopy
video.
Dog. Yeah.
Love.
Last but not least, I want to thank me. I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work. I want to thank me for having no days off. I want to thank me for never quitting. I want to thank me for always being a giver and trying to give more than I receive. I want to thank me for trying to do more right than wrong. I want to thank me for just being me at all times.
Yeah, so be like a Snoop Dogg. Consider it as your gratitude journal, and maybe try it as an exercise. Try and post every day on your stories. Why are you grateful for today? What, like, do you have something to thank for? And these things will come up and you will have it. And in the marketing, it's called, like, we will talk a little bit more about the FOMO and the Halo effect. And it's really important, yeah, to be present, to be consistent all the time. It will get easier once you will start to, like, treat it as a gratitude journal, why you're thankful for today. And it's going to be easier for you to even celebrate once more the anniversary of your publication, like 2 months of the anniversary, if you will look from this perspective. And yes, once again, we always talk about that you need to be in control of your business. You are the one who actually shape this narrative. And this is the one important thing that we really want to actually turn your attention to. Sometimes you create a content for one specific couple or one specific partner, and we talk about it a lot. Once again, you do not need to be liked by everyone, and maybe your ex-girlfriend or like your competitors, this will do nothing for them. Maybe for your competitors, yes, it will like get them angry. But all this have in mind, and it works for us. And we as a marketing professional, sometimes we had some deals with the very important clients and we posted something just for them. So have your target audience in mind, have a specific couple in mind, post for them. Then think about that, how often they will open your story or your Instagram page, your feed. But like you need, like as a marketing experts, we know that you have to have at least 7 touch points with your clients. So you need to do it as often as possible. And Alina will tell you about FOMO.
Let's break it down into what to post, right? FOMO and Halo effect. I believe everyone knows what FOMO means, right? Fear of missing out. There is someone in the waiting room. Can you hit admit button? Thank you. Okay, so fear of missing out. But how we want to wrap this idea? Everyone wants to work not only with the best, but also high demanded professionals, right? You don't want to hire a photographer who has no job and just sitting and waiting for you to come. No, you want to catch the high demanded one. It's like you feel good about you. Like he was totally booked, but like our wedding, we made it happen. So you have to create this idea that you're busy. And I'm always bringing the same example that Daria loves. When you're in the Paris as a tourist and you're walking down the street and there are two restaurants, one is busy, one is empty, you will most probably choose the one is busy. So think about that case, an example, when you think about clients, they want to work with those who are busy. So shaping your narrative on Instagram, meaning that you have to show that you are busy. How you can show? You show your booking calendar, and there is an example of our amazing member Haley. She shows like, hey guys, this is my calendar so far, like this is it. And also you can post some inquiries. Let's say you just chatted with a couple about June on Lake Como, right? Then as a follow-up, it doesn't mean that you have like to send them hundreds of follow-ups. You can just post some another inquiry about the same dames on Lake Como, and that makes them to think that if it's not them to book you, someone else will do. So this is how to make the smart idea, not very straightforward, but to show that you are very demanded and you're not sitting and waiting for the inquiries, for the bookings, for the weddings. They like, you choose one of 100s.
Yeah.
Another one is halo effect.
Yeah, so halo effect in marketing means that some of the positive qualities in one aspect lead to the assumption or to the belief of the positive qualities in other aspects. Meaning, circling back to the gratitude journal once again, whenever you post like some celebration of some things, like, okay, here's a feature in a blog, or here's this example, like Roman's example. Okay, guys, I'm just so proud that this is my office, my first office in Lake Como. I mean, how many photographers do have the offices? We all work from home. Or like, yeah, I mean, the Roman here, I would say, I would praise him for a minute here. He's a master of the craft. And I love him for that because he always does that so organically. I remember how we discussed it so many times, and he's the one who always celebrate, guys, this like amazing like dress designer like Monique Lollier, they just liked my post. This is so amazing, guys. Or like I just got this feedback from my couple, or I just got this feedback from my partners. Like this particular wedding planner just texted me and they told me how proud are they like to work with me. So here, once again, as a gratitude journal, every day, here's an exercise from you. Just get it done just right after this particular lecture. You like, even if this particular webinar, we have so many amazing members and students right now who like posted after the webinar, okay, guys, I'm just here on this amazing lecture. I'm always working on elevating experience for my couples. Done. Easy.
To the point. To the point. By the way,
Mic drop.
take
Yeah.
picture.
Or like, guys, I just visited this amazing hotel. Maybe you just went there to grab a cup of coffee, and wow, this hotel is it has amazing history. The service is great. This is a great place for my couples. I would recommend it. You always think about the ideas, how to elevate your personal brand. Think about halo effect. If people think that you are trendsetter, that you know what's going on, if you are celebrating your successes, they want to work with you. Once again, everyone wanted to be in Billie Eilish's closest friends. So you have to create this narrative. No one will does that for you.
Do this job for you. So yeah, to the point, I encourage you to take picture of any classes you take, even of the screen of this lecture today, of this lesson, and also post on your stories, crafting, like I'm always learning to be a better professional, right? This is also a piece of content that shows that you're passionate about your work, you're always nailing your skills, and you are busy. Not like it's not only working with couples, it's actually crafting your skills.
Yeah, and we are almost at Q&A section. Just let's watch one more video. It's just going away from me. 1 second, I'm sorry. Yeah, So. Yeah, no one cares about your story until you win. And we've done it so many times. I've done it in European market. We moved to the United States, and the Falina, we've done it in the US market. And I remember so many brands didn't want to hear from us. So many clients and partners didn't want to even jump on a Zoom call with us. Once you're shaping your story, once you start telling like why you good, why we do all of this, even PR publications, and you saw some of the publications of us, like our business, we've done it so that the Tiffany will become our partner today, that Ritz-Carlton will become our partner today. So because like the people wouldn't want to actually pay attention to no one. So work on it, and yes, it will get attention from your right clients and right partners. And we're at the Q&A section.
Yeah, we have around 10 minutes. So I really encourage you, first of all, to turn on your mic, turn on your camera, because we always like favoritize those people who are brave enough, and you can just, raise your hand. And yeah,
I just wanted to answer this one question. I love it, and I have
as a speaker, you can pick the question.
So yeah, quick question about the featured based on your experience. The claim of being featured in Vogue has sparked a big controversy in the United States, as it often a paid advertisement rather than an editorial or wedding feature. Do you believe this lack of clarity could potentially damage how people see feature in the industry? And I have an example for you. So how many guys do you know, how many of you know the Walk of Fame, Hollywood Boulevard, the Stars Alley? How many of you know that to actually get this star on the Walk of Fame is actually the paid feature? Did you know about this? So we celebrate all of it. Oh, Brad Pitt has gotten his the star of the Walk of Fame on Hollywood Boulevard. Oh, Al Pacino. Did you know that they pay for it? Because this is a commercial organization, and they charge $70,000, 70, to organize this event, to book this spot for you. That's why so many stars today, some like Julia Roberts, they do not have this. And this is not because she's not talented. She's one of the most talented actresses, but she just doesn't want it. She doesn't see the value. So this is...
I look at Roma's face like, what? Yes.
So here's a huge insight for you guys. If even the best of us, we pay for the advertisement. This is how this world works. And I'm sorry, the Bad Vibes and the Carrots and Cake and the Style Me Pretty, we're businesses. We need to feed our team, and we have the value of the audience. And we invest like hundreds of thousands of dollars yearly to promote our services. Of course, we will charge you, because like, this is how this industry works. Every media charge for the advertisement.
Yeah, that's true. If you approach that as a part of your promotional efforts, it's the same as running ads, etc. You just choose the right platform. And so let's
so
let's work like that.
The people are in shock.
What I wanted, before we will jump, Miranda, before I promise that we will totally take your question, but before we jump into that, you know what, guys, you work in wedding industry, and you kind of, as a professional, sometimes you are biased, and you look into your competitors, and you like sometimes don't appreciate what they are doing, and there are a lot of rumors and gossips on the market. At the same time, please focus on your couples and your promotion. Sometimes what is common knowledge in the industry is not the common knowledge for your couples, right? And even if they see the Instagram ads with you, and then they inquire you and they book you, when later you will ask, how did they find you? They won't say that, oh, I saw your ad. They will say, I just saw you on Instagram. And also they don't know that much details of how you got published, because this is, I mean, they don't care about that. They are couples. They have a lot of other things to worry about. So please stop thinking what your competitors think about you. Think what couples think about you. And if it works for them, that means that it's an effective tool. Right, so Miranda, the floor is yours. You go ahead, turn on your mic, and you can, ask
Thank
your
you.
question.
First of all, I love this whole webinar. It's super informative, and I really appreciate you for sharing all of your secrets and your perspective. The biggest question that I had was actually something that you mentioned about providing value and to different magazine companies, editorials, the kinds of brands that we want to be partnering with. And one road bump that I've run into is that I have found that a lot of magazines don't seem to feel like we have anything to offer them. Like, so for example, like you were talking about maybe offering to photograph the fashion week for free. I've often felt like when I offer to do things like this, I still come off as being annoying, right? That I'm looking for something from them, even though in reality, I'm trying to offer something. And so I'm just wondering, how is there a certain, I mean, a lot of magazines, venues don't appreciate like cold calls, DMs. And so I'm curious from your point of view, what is the best way to approach somebody, and how is it possible to make it clear that I'm really trying to offer something and build a relationship, not trying to get free content? So do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I would start like with identifying the right outlet. So for example, like, once again, because we organize editorials all around the world, right? So many people actually trying to reach us out today, and they tell us, okay, so I see you guys didn't have an editorial in United Kingdom yet.
Mm.
And I have this amazing, because I'm a planner and I work with this amazing venues, and I see guys that maybe you want to break into this market, and we will like, hell yeah, we want to. And we do not have connections there yet. We have lots of like in Italy, France, in the United States right now, but not in the United Kingdom, right? Not in England or like Ireland or Scotland. So, or for example, it was like, yes, regarding the bridal fashion week, some of the photographers reached us out and they offered, because they have like these connections with the brands, and we do not have them yet. And they're like, okay, guys, I have this amazing designer. I saw that maybe you didn't work with them yet, but I know this girl personally. Like we grew up together.
Yeah.
Do you want me to maybe like, kind of like connect? Because you guys, you are in the market at this moment. Or one of the amazing New York planners, she introduced us to the jewelry designers. And we really need these jewelry designers again for our editorials. And because like you have so many connections, you are, or like just think about it, or maybe I don't know, some even like the backstage, for especially like for us, again, we organize the editorials and we have the content creators, and they reach us out today to like create the viral content for us. Or yeah, sometimes it could be just a value, because I once again, we receive so many photos, but whenever we ask people for advice to just sit down and just write some useful articles for us, we have 6 people on our content team, and they like, if you will ask them, if we will invite them today for this call, they will tell you it's all about text. No one wants to sit down and write to use something useful for us. Yeah.
That's super helpful. Thank you so much. Is there like, how do you like, is there an email address that you would like, if you were willing to write content, right, for a wedding magazine, how would you go about contacting them? Like, would you find the PR team website, like email on the website, or DMs, or what is your preferred method of contact for that kind of stuff?
Honestly, from my perspective, I will try all of these emails.
Okay.
And I will follow up in DMs, and maybe I will like, because we've done this, we worked like, how do you think we started all of these connections with all of these brands? We found the people who were responsible for this particular brands, and we reached them out personally in a DM. So right now we are talking with some celebrity models, and because we really want to them to participate in our shoots. So we found like their PR agent, their, I don't know, the manager. We found so like we even bought a database from the Google to help us and to find their personal contacts. Try everything.
Love that.
Yes, they're never gonna be offended. They can ignore, that's true. They can miss your email, that's true, but they won't be offended.
The Alina's favorite phrase is like never ask for the forgiveness. No, never ask for the permission, ask for the forgiveness. So I mean, at least you will be recognized for that, like by them. They will, okay, I know this Miranda girl. She just keeps sending to me all of the messages. Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is super helpful. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for the smart questions.
Mhm.
So guys, if you have other questions, because I saw some in the chat, but you'd rather raise your hand and say them, or it's kind of hard in this thread to find the questions.
While we were here, I texted to my team to just with some ideas. It's absolutely wonderful broadcast. It's not the end. I mean, if you tell it will be end, but it's I have just one thing in my head. Every time when I speak to you ladies, I understand that it was a very good decision to have this conversation. Like every time I spoke with you, Alina, or with Dasha, we spoke a lot. It's like whatever time it is, whatever I just came from the photo shoot in this room. It's at 10 p.m. Usually I go to sleep this time. And it's always like a rule for me of my life. If you have possibility to speak with these ladies, do it. Yeah, and I mean, it's a few messages I sent to my team just now because I cannot like I don't believe myself that I will have it. I will remember about it maybe in a future, but I definitely need it. I need to change my strategy right now. And this is it. Thank you very much for that from my side. Absolutely appreciate our live show broadcast. This is why.
Thank you, Roman. It sounds like music to our ears. If you taking notes and passing over to your team, that means that we also grow and we give value. And that's great that you, you give us this praise and this feedback, because Daria and I, we are on the mission to help wedding professionals to thrive. We know how hard job, and so many of you work in the bubble of yourself. We know it, and we are totally grateful that Daria and I will work together. And it's really hard if Daria won't be my partner, and I believe vice versa. So yeah, and totally we can take advantage of these live sessions to ask as many questions and also take notes. So far, I think that we can slightly wrapping up. And if you have more questions, maybe somehow you can reach us out. And we totally would love to make this session again if needed, because such an amazing community. Thank you for being so active. And yeah, if you have some other ideas, we know all about marketing funnel and promotion funnel. We know all about psychology and marketing psychology, because we know that people are, let's say, indecisive and sometimes irrational, and how to use this irrationality into making profit. All right, so people still joining us. Thank you so very much. Yeah, and don't forget to make the post or stories that you're learning, and it also will be very beneficial for your image and the perception you draft. All right, thank you. Yeah, I will also take the last picture of us, and maybe we can stop sharing the screen, and anyone who just to turn on your video, as you can be on my Instagram as well. I'm not as famous as many of you, but
It's a Billie Eilish, but
Billie Eilish. But
yeah, say Billie
yeah,
Eilish.
and do you remember this close friends idea? That was super creative. All right, thank you so much, guys, and enjoy your evening for those of you who are in Asia or in Europe, and for those who are in California or let's say North America, enjoy your day.
Thank you. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Incidentally,
Thank you.
Roman has a California
Golden Gate.
Yeah,
Bye.
Golden Gate.
Beautiful lady.
All right, bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.